welcome back to Good Evening KU. I'm Mitch Quaney.
And I'm Sheetz.
Well, so yesterday was Halloween.
Yeah.
Did you do anything yesterday?
I went to Chipotle and got a $3 burrito for coming in costume. I was the 3-hole punched version of myself. I stole that costume idea from Jim Halpert from The Office.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a really good burrito.
Awesome. I didn't even know that was like a thing that was going on, or else I would have done that too.
Yeah, it was a good deal. There's
Awesome.
a lot of people there though.
Yeah, I'm sure. Getting cheaper food just for coming in costume, that's a crazy deal. Well, I did not even leave my apartment. I just stayed with my roommates and we played board games, like horror-themed board games.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, and so that was pretty fun. We had a good time, but we were like, we didn't want to leave. It was too cold.
Yeah, it snowed.
Yeah.
There were snow flurries yesterday.
I remember I was leaving Mrs. E's, I just ate, and then as I was leaving, I just held out my hand. I'm like, why is it snowing?
Yeah.
What is
I
happening?
left my accounting class, walked out of the Cat Fed, and I was like, oh, it's snowing. It snowed a lot in Topeka, or not a lot, but I saw Halloween pictures from the trick-or-treaters, and there was snow on the plants, so it was crazy.
That's just frustrating. Why is it snowing in October?
Yeah, also, there's only 6 weeks left of school of this semester. How do you feel about that?
Not good.
Mean.
It's stressing me out.
Yeah, my accounting and history class are going to be a little tough.
Yeah,
that's
not going to be fun. But
No.
we have some tips, 5 ways to stay motivated at the end of the semester. The first one, reward yourself. I feel like that's probably the most important one.
Yeah, it's like if you do something productive, give yourself a small reward. Maybe you can relax, watch some Netflix, go get maybe some hot box cookies.
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't want to reward yourself too much. You're like, well, I worked 5 minutes and I'm going to watch.
Yeah, no, this is if you actually if you're productive and don't procrastinate, which is something I need to work on.
Yeah, I think a lot of people need to work on it.
And then leading into that is stay on schedule.
Yeah, don't procrastinate. You want to make sure you're on top of everything. Any quizzes or homework
check
you need
Blackboard,
to get done.
Check your email, use a planner. Yeah.
Another very important one, don't put your health on the back burner. That's really important. I know I'm not doing so well at that. I got a pretty screwed up sleep schedule.
Yeah. I think every college kid
everyone does. But yeah, so you got to make sure you keep that on track. Make sure, you get food, eat as much as you need to. If you want to get a flu shot, go to Watkins, get a flu shot. Yeah. Keep yourself healthy.
Mm-hmm. That's really important. Try to eat well. I know.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at just getting out of class and I'm gonna go get Pie 5 and get a personal pizza, but get your veggies in there, folks.
Yeah, eat well, not just
drink lots of water. Take some vitamin C.
Yeah. Next tip, remind yourself why you're in college. Just kind of look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Don't get too caught up in the oh, this homework is stressing me out. Yeah. Remember that you're here to get an education, to set yourself up for the future.
Yeah, that stress is only temporary for that project or that paper.
Yeah.
But once you get it done, you feel a lot better. I know I do. I
Definitely.
just remind myself, I just need to get to the due date and then I'll be good.
Yeah, it's this huge relief. You're like, oh, finally that's done.
Yeah, so.
And the last one, take a step back. If you do get too stressed, if things do get, really difficult, just, kind of, step back from it, take a breather, just recenter yourself, whatever you need to do that.
I always like to hang out with my friends when I take a step back because they do a really good job at helping me take my mind off the stressful paper project I have coming up, or maybe
it really grounds you.
Or the class I don't like, so.
Yeah, and you can just kind of vent to them if you're frustrated with the class or something like that. You can just complain about it.
Yeah.
Which is always nice, being able to complain about things that are frustrating or annoying you.
Yeah, venting, it's just really good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when we come back, I'll have two special guests to interview.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Make someone's day. Pay it forward.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Hi, welcome back. I have two special guests here. You want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Annie Sheetz. I'm Morgan Kurtz.
And they just won Hayden High School's third consecutive 4A Division II state volleyball tournament. That's a mouthful. Yeah. So, how, going into this is obviously your second time going to state, both of you, right?
Yeah.
So, were you guys still nervous? Like Morgan, especially this being your senior year and kind of like wanting to end on that good note. So, like, what was your mental preparation going into, like, after sub-state, like going into state week?
Going into state, we were just really excited to be there again, and we weren't that nervous about it because we knew we had a good, solid team, and we knew we would do well.
Yeah. And Annie, being a junior, how did you feel about it? Did you want to like do a really good job for the seniors? Because I know you're friends with a lot of them.
Yeah, you always want to play good for your seniors because it's the last time they're most likely going to step out on the court. And I remembered from last year, like, it was just so, like, everyone was just so happy, and I wanted to, like, recreate those memories again.
Yeah, and get that win.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, going into it, did you have one team that, like, maybe you were worried about, or, like, your coach is really focused in on, you guys watched film on them maybe?
Yeah, I would say Nickerson.
Yeah. They're the ones
put up
we
a good
played.
fight.
Yeah, and you guys played them in the final.
Yeah.
I was really surprised. So we went to Salina. That's where the tournament was, but you guys played Wichita Trinity, was it, on your first day, your second match, and they were the #1 seed, and you guys beat them in 2 sets.
Yeah.
So that was really, really cool to see that, because what seed were you guys?
We were the 5th seed.
5th seed, yeah. So that was really cool. What was the one thing that you remember like most from the week? Like obviously winning, but is there one play that you remember that you really, really thought you did a good job on?
The one play I remember is the last play because we were trying to put the ball down and they kept picking up everything.
Yeah, that last set, you guys were up like probably like 23 to like 17 or something like that, and then they came back. It was like 24-23, and you guys were trying to get that 25th point. This is actually against Burlington, but I use this because you and Morgan are both in, and I thought this really showcased your talent. But that Nickerson team, they were really good. They had a huge crowd. Like their parents, their student section, it was crazy. But I thought we had a really good one too. We can look at some pictures I have of after we won. You can pull those up, or I have. Yeah, then there's all the seniors. Morgan, you're in the middle. Then there's Amanda Dash, Morgan Oliver, Madison Allison, Amanda Young. Then there's you. I thought it was really cool that your sister got to watch it from France.
Yes.
Morgan's sister is like my best friend, and she got to they live streamed it, the tournament. She got to watch it from France. I thought that was really cool. Then there's all the juniors. I thought that was really cool. And Grant, who's the manager. And even some of the people that suited up got to play too. I thought that was really, really cool. Yeah. Then there's biting the trophy. Yeah, and then there's us, right? After we won. That was so crazy. I remember how to like go through the crowd and find you all.
Yeah,
it was so insane.
You're not allowed on the court either.
Yeah. No, yeah, they wouldn't allow us on the court. There was like security officers, and then there's the juniors with the signed 3-peat. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, is there anything else that you want to add about the tournament, or maybe like your experience playing ball, like winning state for the 3rd time, or?
I mean, going into it, like, everyone wanted to take us down because we won it 2 years in a row.
No, yeah, you guys were the team to beat.
Yeah, going into the 3rd year, we knew we needed to step up our game, definitely, and put it down. So.
And I've seen you guys play a little bit, but I hadn't been to a state tournament yet, so it was really cool to go down to Salina and watch you guys just basically dominate everyone in 2 sets. It was like 25. Like the lowest scoring opponent only got to like 8 or something. It was crazy. Yeah. But is there anything you want to add before we sign off? No? Not to follow you on Instagram or anything? No? You don't want to throw your Insta handles out there, your Twitter handles? No? Okay. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll be right back with the news.
When you shop local in the heart of the city, you support the people that make our community thrive. The money you spend here stays here, in this place we call our home. Lawrence, Kansas, where there's good old-fashioned hometown pride. Eat local, drink local, shop local.
Welcome back, I'm Michael.
And I'm Carson. This is your Good Evening KU News Update. The deadliest attack in New York City since 9/11 has left 8 dead and 13 wounded after a man drove into a bike path Tuesday afternoon. Seyfelo Saipov is the alleged suspect in what authorities are calling an act of terror. Saipov is believed to have connections to ISIS after officials found a letter in the truck that Saipov used with the message that the Islamic State will endure forever.
In light of a shooting that occurred on Mass Street at the beginning of October, the City of Lawrence has plans to begin new safety measures. The City Commission said they would not have more details until January about the exact measures that will be taken. The Lawrence Police Department has said that they have already increased the number of officers on patrol.
Senior Vice President of National Public Radio, Michael Oreskes, has stepped down amid allegations of sexual assault. Oreskes was vice president and the managing editor at the Associated Press until he joined NPR in 2015.
KU football takes on Baylor this Saturday at Memorial Stadium. Neither team has won a Big 12 game this season. KU is coming off of a home loss to K-State, which was a game that showed more promise than past games for the Jayhawks. Kickoff for Saturday's game is 11 a.m.
KU track and field's Cheryl Lokiti won the Big 12 championship in the 6,000-meter race with a 20-minute finish on Saturday at Old Settlers Park in Round Rock, Texas. This is the second year in a row that Lokiti has won the Big 12 championship. The women's team placed 6th overall and the men's team placed 7th.
KU basketball won its first game of the season at Allen Fieldhouse in an expedition last night against Pittsburgh State. The Jayhawks beat the Gorillas 100-54. Redshirt sophomore guard Malik Newman led all Jayhawk scorers with 19 points.
That's it for your Good Evening KU News Update. Stay tuned and Brittany will be back with the weather.
Yeah, I always just clap in this part.
This is where everyone's talking amongst themselves. Do you know how to do it? Do you know how to do it?
Are we supposed to smile?
When do we start? Somebody over here already started.
Can we talk about the piccolo part? It's the most complicated one.
It is. If you listen, you're doing it when the band's not playing.
You have to tell me when it starts. I still don't know.
Here we go. Just clapping now. No humps.
Nailed it.
I practiced this morning.
Mine was just 2 people.
It has a right and a wrong way of doing it. No. Wrong.
I like my way better.
I don't know how to do the end.
It's just
I don't know the head.
That's great. It's hard by yourself.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. We've had a very boring week so far weather-wise, but it's been certainly gloomy today. Jade's outside right now. Jade, how's it feel outside?
It feels actually really nice right now. Your typical fall weather we're having, much warmer than yesterday, thank goodness.
Definitely.
But not really a lot of breeze. Some people are wearing a little bit of a light jacket. Some people are wearing like thicker jackets, but overall it's pretty nice out for November.
What about that boring gray sky? I've been really missing the sun. It's been pretty
You know,
gray.
the sky above me is pretty clear, but there are some looming gray clouds in the background, so I'm definitely missing that sun too.
Yes, definitely. Thanks so much for that update outside. We're going to come back inside and talk about later this week. If we can get the screen, there we go. Here's your weather headlines later on this week. The temperature is definitely going to shift back and forth a lot. We're going to go back to the 70s actually later on this week, so that'll be nice. And then cloudy skies will remain though for a good chunk of the week, and another cold front will be moving through actually tomorrow morning. So the cold will stick around for a while, but will warm up eventually. Here's your current temperatures. 51 right now here in Lawrence, same as in Kansas City. Topeka, same, a little bit colder at 50. In Manhattan, over at 59. So a little bit warmer out to the west of us, but very nice, not too bad outside. Maybe consider having a few layers on if you're heading out the door or have any plans for this evening. But your evening forecast looks like it's going to be pretty good as well. We're going to not have much changes. Those gray clouds are going to stick out in the sky for the rest of the evening. We're going to clear a little bit maybe, but other than that, temperatures aren't going to drop too much. They're going to stick around in the upper 40s. So very nice evening. Definitely had the layers on. We're going to be a little bit warmer than what we woke up to yesterday. We're going to be at 45 degrees when you wake up tomorrow morning. Cloudy skies are going to still be outside. Not too windy, only southeast winds about 5 miles per hour. But other than that, pretty nice day, a lot warmer than what we started off today for your Wednesday. Here's a surface analysis. This is for tomorrow. Here's that other cold front I was saying that's going to move through. This is at 1 o'clock tomorrow. That cold front's a little bit up north of us from Lawrence, but it will move through in the rest of the day as tomorrow goes on, giving us those colder temperatures that will stick around. Here's some history going on from the past weather. On this day, today, we're at 50 degrees for your high, low of 30, but the normal for this time of the year in November is actually about 61 degrees, and the low is usually at 42, so we're a little bit below normal for today at least. And then the record, back in 1990, we were at 81 degrees. I definitely would really like it if we had that today. And then the low is back in 1991 at 21 degrees, so very chilly, but luckily we did not have that today. Here's your KU football forecast, 66 for game day, very nice for the game if you plan on going. Partly cloudy skies and just nice weather in general. So if you're going to the game, you're going to have a pretty nice day. Not need a lot of layers. It's going to be pretty good. And here's your 5-day forecast. There's that temperature change that I was talking about. Thursday, we're going to warm up to about 65 degrees. Friday at 56. And then by the game day, nice temperatures at 66 degrees. And then going back into your weekend, there's that 70 for Sunday, 73 degrees for your high. And those skies will actually clear up a bit as we go into the weekend. And then by Monday, we are back with cold temperatures in the 50s. Thanks for tuning in to Good Evening KU. Have a great rest of your week.